Welcome back to the Nerdy Playbook. We're back with some Star Wars after a couple of weeks. Happy to see you guys all here. Before we get into the whole show, we got a few announcements. We'll start off with Shakin.
Yeah. So this Saturday, I once again did not check the actual date. I will be at New Jersey WildCon in Wildwood, New Jersey. It is just Saturday. It's primarily a superhero and Star Wars small convention. But if you're going to it or are nearby, consider coming out and checking it out. I will be there at booth 74 by the Ballroom B, I believe. I have some art for campaign 1.5. I don't have anything printed yet for Star Wars yet, but we'll see. Otherwise, I've got a bunch of different things, so come check it out. If you swing by, let me know. I would love to get to know everybody.
Cool. And then Margani.
I had a thing I wrote once upon a time. Wait, is this it? Oh, I found it.
Under
All right,
pressure.
cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know, right? I was sweating. Okay, so two things. This one goes in partnership with Gravity. We have created a Discord server that is for Jagrutas, Twi'leks, Nautilons, whatever your alien cosplay heart desires. We have a Discord server just for you. So we have created a server, and it's going to be used as like a resource. Not only will it have information about our shops and the Star Wars headpieces that we are making and now selling to people, but it's also going to be a hub for advice, paint recommendations, any sort of costuming recommendations, meetups, and more. So if that's something you're interested in, if you've always wanted to do a Star Wars alien or even a Star Wars cosplay, you're welcome to come. And you will find a really good hub with really good advice and cool people. So I'm going to drop a Discord invite link in the chat here momentarily.
Already
So
got
if
you.
that is... Never mind, Gravity's got it. So there's a Discord link in the chat now, so you can come and join and hang out with us and talk about Star Wars stuff, and get any sort of cosplay advice that will make you happy. The second announcement I have goes into that. My business, Madame Margani, we are doing, I say we, like there's more than just me and my hoodie in my garage, but I am doing a Leku batch drop for January. I already have at least 4 for this drop. My goal, I have a little more time. My goal is to hopefully get like twice that. So if you are interested, I do sell Leku. You can find more information about that either in our Discord server. You'll find more information on our Discord server, so join it. Or you can go on my social media, Angel of Azarath. That Leku batch drop is going to be January 27th on a Saturday, and it drops at 12 p.m. Noon Eastern time. So for more information on how that works, I'm not going to bore you all to tears. I'm talking a lot. You can go to the Discord server to figure out how that works, or you can go check out my Instagram, and if you have any specific questions, you're welcome to DM me. So yeah, if you want to be a Twi'lek, and you want to be a rainbow Twi'lek, and you want to buy from a small business and have a silicone Leku and get it really efficiently, you should hang out and talk to me. So yeah, cool. Yeah, that's it. That's all for you.
Okay, cool. Do not forget that we it's not just Star Wars here, we also do 2 other campaigns. So if you missed yesterday's campaign, I've got that on demand, both on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, also with Echoes tomorrow.
With you, boy.
I'm also getting a feedback from
Come check out our chaos.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of static.
I think it's maybe coming from Jeremy.
Oh no. Oh, no.
That's
Never
Jeremy's
a dull
announcement.
moment with technology.
Yeah. That being said, we'll go into the campaign. Last the group is together, you finally complete what you need to do. Grab your ship. Survive against the Sith assassin, and left Nar Shaddaa, making your way to Tython. Landing over there, you're told that Shakin, you can go to the Jedi Temple, but the rest of you have to. You can wander as much as you'd like, but if you're not part of the Jedi Council or the Order itself, you are not invited into the actual temple. But during the process, you guys wandered, surveyed the land a little bit. Corum, I believe you actually went with Shotgun. I believe it was you that went with Shotgun.
I went to the temple.
What's that?
I went with the temple, yeah.
And through some development and negotiation, it was decided that the council will allow Shotgun to do her own thing, but also get promoted to knight status, but allowing her to have a rank that is not really spoken outside the Jedi Order, and is given kind of an assassin role, one that the Order doesn't like to tell people because the Jedi are supposed to be ones of peace. But finding you better on the front lines and taking care of this head on, and instead of sitting in the back, they decided to let you do your thing just as long as you essentially check in and continue your training. And that's pretty much where we left off. So, Shotgun, you just got promoted. The council chambers would be closed at this point, so you'd be outside the actual council room, along with Corum, theoretically, if you're still there.
Okay. I think the only thing I could have thought is that I have all of those lightsabers that I picked up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there would be an ideal place to, surrender those over.
Yeah, I mean, you can take them over to the... what's the term for it? I can't think of the term, but there's certain spots inside Jedi temples where they keep all the supplies to make lightsabers. I can't think of the term of what it's called, but you can take it there and actually relinquish all the tools to them, and then they can figure out what to do with them afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a memoriam or something for fallen Jedi.
Gotcha. No, not on Tython. There's no major spot for putting lightsabers next to the ashes of their wielders or anything like that. There's just, especially since you don't know who specifically, well, at least most of them you don't know who was actually the wielders. This would just be, you could choose if you want to relinquish them back to the temple and they can figure out how to reuse them, or, I mean, since they don't have wielders anymore, you can choose to do whatever you would like for them for yourself. Whether you'd like to forge your own lightsaber out of pieces of fallen Jedi sabers, it's up to you. But all intents and purposes, you're an assassin anyway. You could just do it that way if you wanted to.
I more took them so that they could be put at rest, so to speak. If there's not a place on Tython for that, then I will hold on to them and see if there is a better resting place for those sabers, out of respect for their users. I guess with the council chamber clearing out, I will kind of skip over to Corum.
Okay.
I'll just be against the back wall, just kind of hand on the holster, just kind of tapping my gun the whole time.
Edge much?
What was that? I'm sorry.
On edge much?
Well, you were in there for a while. I didn't know what was going on.
I may or may not have sassed 15 masters into making me a knight.
That a girl.
Everything okay out here?
It's been quiet. I mean, nice, but boring.
Fair enough. I don't particularly have any plans for the rest of the temple unless you want to do some snooping around. I did promise Nidak that I would try to find some info for him.
I mean, we can throw out an attempt at it. We should probably talk to your little friend that we gave a trip, or the trip here, see if we can't work out some fuel or something out of them.
Right.
Some kind of, monetary reward.
Yes. I will have to figure out where she went. Because I assume the Jedi Masters went a different route than I did.
Yeah, so they have a different way of leaving the council chamber that's separate from non-council members. Yeah, so they have like where you came from the top coming down, they have kind of like a way from underneath to come up. And that's kind of a private area for them.
Makes sense. Maybe we go track down Drora then first?
Sounds like a solid plan. I haven't heard anything from Nidak or Margani yet, so they haven't gotten in trouble yet.
I was gonna say that's either a really good thing or a really bad thing.
That sounds like a them problem.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we'll go try to figure out where the hell Drora went.
Okay. All right. You can give me an investigation check on the area. Each one of you can, to kind of see if you can figure out like where they'll show up, or where she'll show up.
Investigation?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
I got an 18.
18. Chrome, you're able to figure out based off where they went and assumably how they got here, and that you saw none of them in the training grounds in the front. Theoretically, there's only one other spot they could get in from outside, which is in the back of the temple itself. You don't know maybe where in the back, but from what you know, the back is pretty barren, minus some gardens and stuff like that. But you assume that that'd probably be the way that they actually have their own like council entrances in the back of the temple.
Okay, I'll just I don't know. My guess would be maybe somewhere in the rear. I bet you they're make the entry in the rear a lot.
God.
Y'all children.
The choking on its drink noise. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Well, I guess we can go look.
Okay. To get out there, you have to go back out through the front.
Okay.
And if you start going that way, you start noticing, many apprentices training. You can see some classes going on the sides in private and like self-contained rooms are ray shielded up, and some of them are practicing with the lightsabers. Some of them are practicing simple techniques, force, push, pull, the basic telekinesis of force. Nothing really yet that is full like Jedi affiliated for light side of the force, but it's many Padawan or apprentices that are getting their basic steps taken care of before they eventually leave Tython. But as you go out, you're able to make your way around, which takes a little bit of time to get around. The sides of the temple aren't easily accessed as far as crossing through. It's not like it's impossible, but it's thick forest that are on the sides of it, and the back and the front are purposely meant to be kept separate. It'll take you maybe like 10-15 minutes max to get over there. While that's going on, Nidak, Margani, I believe you're still at the tavern, if I remember right.
Yeah, we're partying it up at the cantina, or we're just getting drinks still.
Okay.
Sipping on it. I am killing some time. I don't know when they're coming back. I don't know where we're going afterwards. and they don't trust me to go get groceries, apparently, even though I'm going to go do it anyway. But I'm going to have a few drinks first before I do that.
Sure. Okay. Nidak, what about you? Oh, I can't hear
Oh,
you.
you're muted? Oh, say that again? You're super quiet.
I can't even hear anything. Give it a second. We'll wait.
You're like a faint whisper in my ears. It's still quiet.
Is it a headset issue?
Maybe. Oh, for some reason the mic isn't really fully picking up.
Is your gain loud enough? Or
Nah, that doesn't. I don't think that'd be gain.
Hold on.
wait,
Oh,
I heard.
something.
Okay, unplug it and start talking.
Why?
Okay. Now I can
Yeah,
hear
it's
you.
when you plug it in.
And we just lost you again, I think. Say something.
No, we lost you again.
God. We love technology.
Wouldn't be a game night without it.
True. True.
That's for sure.
He's going to rage on it.
So now I went to the bathroom. So anyway, guys, check out our Discord server.
Well, we'll come back
So-
over to Margani and Nidak. We'll go back over to Shakin and Korum so we can keep things
Yeah,
going.
we'll just do this. Margane, the drinks. We need to get the drinks and drink now. I got you, buddy.
Get into the
You're
Naboo
muted now,
fighter.
You have to unmute.
Yeah,
You're
act-
muted.
No, your Discord is actually
Your
muted.
Discord muted. Yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh no, it's
Okay.
still quiet.
So we'll go back over to Korum and Shakin. So as you, after about 15 minutes, you're able to cross, and you're able to see that in the back, there's almost kind of like a large, kind of like Naboo, kind of like Nabooian, kind of like large gazebo. That's kind of like the council chambers outside, and kind of like them discussing after the fact, left formally. But you see that this isn't necessarily a private area. You see other maybe non-council members kind of walking around. You just took the kind of more the unorthodox way to get there. Some people see that you walk in, but you know, a couple of them greet you. Greetings. A couple Jedi. And then like one that looks, the only one in there that kind of stands out is a politician that neither of you recognize. Very, very tall, and is of Cage descent. Very pale blue skin, and has almost kind of like thinning gray hair that's very, very short, male. But the black outfit looks very, very, very expensive. The very, very Emperor Palpatine, like very over the top design, and but you can see that he's currently in discussion with a few of the council members, including the specific Jedi that you are looking for.
I don't know if we should interrupt that.
I feel like we should.
I'll follow your lead then.
Hang on. I'll look around. Is there any like guards or like, I want to say servants, but like just people going around like caring for the Jedi Masters?
There's like several protocol droids that are moving around, and they are just kind of doing simple tasks, but that's pretty much it. Like, some of them are going around, and you can assume that 2 of them actually belong to the politician due to their specific coloration compared to the rest. And specifically, they have more of like a chrome coloration, where the rest of them that you can tell that belong to the Jedi Temple are a lot simpler. They don't really need to give them all the extra colors on top. But many protocol droids that are going around, and there are, whether or not they're helping Jedi out or they are taking commands and just like relieving, or some of them are just messages, gophers, go tell this person that, so on and so forth.
All right, we don't have to be rude, I suppose. Let's just wait it out. If it takes a while, we'll let one of these droids know that we need to speak with them. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll look around. Is there anything in the garden area that seems of interest, or?
I mean, you both can give me a nature check if you'd like.
I mean, if any of these robed weirdos are doing anything interesting.
I'm gonna just murder my dice real quick.
What's a 10?
Okay.
Where's my nature? That's a 6. I don't see shit.
I mean, it's a gorgeous, large, like, huge garden, and the only thing that you can really tell that really grabs your attention is that this one's tended by specific, more Jedi sages, ones that prefer to not use the way of the lightsaber unless they absolutely need to, and they more or less are kind of like the druids of this area, so they kind of like tend to life both of theirs and the actual nature around them. But outside of that, nothing really grabs your attention about anything about the actual garden itself.
Look over at Shock and like, anything in this area? Something you want to poke around in until the old farts are ready?
Not particularly. It's... I don't know.
Okay. If you decide to hang out for a little bit, the politician does eventually leave. But you guys are kind of just hanging out for 10-ish minutes. As you can see, that before the politician leaves, another looks almost the same but younger. You assume maybe the politician's son is there. Same looking, obviously youthful. Same colored hair, kind of like the grayish, but very gray, kind of blonde, but he has kind of his hair tied up in kind of like a bun, and he's got just like a very, very thin mustache on. But he looks very much at first glance as someone who doesn't want the job of whatever he's being given without you being able to hear what the situation is at hand. Both of you give me a perception check.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's an 8.
That's a 26.
God damn.
Corum, the acquaintance that you met outside the Jedi Temple, Noratani, you can tell that she is waiting to see how this turns out. You can see her kind of like pretty close to where you guys are, but she's kind of watching to see. And as you kind of put 2 and 2 together, you assume that somehow, based off the likenesses, that she's related to the politician and this younger man, even though she is a Jedi. She is curiously waiting for whatever is transpiring at that moment. And at that point, when you're noticing this, they eventually pass off as you see him gesture to her as she kind of like walks up, very anxious, kind of like almost like I'm in trouble. She's got her hands behind her back. She's kind of like walking over there.
I'm gonna try to like kind of get close without getting too close to try to like listen in.
Okay. All right. Give me a stealth check, please.
27.
All right.
I'm very, very sneaky, sir.
All right, and then give me a perception check just to see how well you can kind of listen in while not being obvious.
19.
19. As you get closer and you listen in, so after much deliberation, as you're hearing the older politician says, we have been able to honor your request. Your masters will allow you to resume what you were requiring, and you will represent the family's money and all this. As you see another master there that is what looks very similar to a Yoda race. Kind of looks, but female. Emily kind of mentioned. Now, just understand, we are honoring this due to the circumstances, but you are not a knight, and your master is no longer around, unfortunately. So we cannot have you just go representing another planet without assistance. You need at least somebody else with you that's representing the order. Do you have anyone in mind? As the older one says. We have something in... Oh. They kind of just point over to you two and they immediately just wave you up closer.
I imagine Shotgun's just staring off in the distance and it's just like, what?
Yeah, I'll kind of come back and like elbow her a little bit. Like, I think they're calling you up.
Okay. She'll awkwardly approach.
Okay. Jedi Shotgun. It's quite fortuitous that you're here. We were actually just about to talk about you, and there you are. First, let me make some introductions. Shotgun, and I'm sorry, you are?
Oh, Corum.
Corum. Pleasure to meet you. Shotgun Corum. This is Senator Tani. He is a representative for the Korzite, and his let me pull it up. His son Balin, and if you haven't met her yet, his young daughter Nora, who is part of the academy. We have allowed her to complete a task. She is going to represent her family as a Jedi and deal with the political affairs of the Korzite. And due to your most recent promotion, and from understanding that you have a ship, we thought that maybe she could accompany you until you make your way past her planet. You are not required to have to go there, but if you make your way over that direction, maybe teach her a few things on the way and make your way to drop her off when you get there.
I'll kind of look up at Corum. I mean, do we have the space on our ship for that? I
don't take up too much space, if that matters. I just need a little room.
I mean, I suppose, seeing as her father here, the senator, seems to hold some positioning here and everything, I'm going to say, travel time. It's a premium ship, takes premium fuel, so we're going to have to fuel up. There's some stuff we have to do, so we'll probably have to work out some kind of deal here to make a little bit, to make sure that we can keep this bird in the sky.
Give me a persuasion check. Try to sell this.
Does he get advantage because I'm kind of helping him out here?
I'll decrease the DC.
Don't need it. I just rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
So that's going to be a persuasion 26.
Okay. Very well. We'll make sure that you're well compensated. I'll tell you what, as he goes over to his son and he... D4. So immediately the droid comes over. How much do we have in reserves? That'd be 1,200. Very well. He immediately opens up a compartment inside the torso and immediately pulls out a small box. He just passes to you. This will still suffice. 1,200 Republic credits. Should get you enough to get you there. Fuel. Any kind of mechanics you need on your ship. And anything you need on the way.
I think this will get us there right after we leave planet.
Perfect.
As far as representing the Jedi Order, what do you need me to do?
Well, it's more or less semantics. She is only represented as a Padawan, and she cannot step up as a knight. If you feel so inclined, when you take her there, if you want to spend some time there, learn your way around. If not, no big deal. But we just need to know that... Excuse me. We need to know that her arrival there is on the arrival of the Jedi Order, not of the Senate itself. Which is why she is not going with her father there. It creates a bit of a political quandrum, if you might understand.
If you don't mind my asking, what is this situation you are representing?
Immediately, just kind of the senator interrupts. We are dealing with a political dispute with the rebels that are, fair say, not appreciating their rights in the area. We asked the Jedi Order to come in and accompany. And currently, from what I understand, there is no one currently available, but my daughter believes that she has a specific stake in this, and I'm willing to give her a shot. So we are doing sort of a two birds, one stone situation.
I see. Well, Captain, if that seems to be a alright deal, I am down for it. Though if you wish to clear it with the rest of the crew, that is also understandable.
Well, as far as I know, I'm sure there's probably not going to be an issue with that, so we'll be all right.
Alright.
Fantastic. As he gives you the full 1,200. Continue.
Is there a time allotment for this, or haste needed?
No immediate rush, but we would prefer her to be within our borders and all set to continue her duties within half a rotation. Half a year.
Okay. Well, I think we can get that more than done. If not much faster, I hope.
Very well. As he immediately looks to the young master, the smaller master. Well, Master Eddick, It has been a pleasure. We will make our way out. Son, droids. He looks at both of you. We appreciate this, and no rush. Just half a rotation is the necessary latest time, if at all possible. Until then, daughter. He immediately looks at her, doesn't even give her a hug, just puts his hand on her shoulders, and immediately walks off. As you immediately see Master Eddick look at you after the senator leaves. Alright, now that that is taken care of, I apologize for the stress and the immediate mission, but like he said, this is not of immediate requirement, but due to this, since you agreed, Padawantani is now under your care until you're relinquished of her. As he looks over at Nora. Padawantani, if you have not met, this is Jedi Knight Shakin. Till the time being, and until the time that we say otherwise, she is your current master. Learn from her and train. That being said, many things have to be taken care of. I must attend to. Please, no rush. As you just start seeing her just start walking off and start heading back into the temple.
I'll look over Shock and like, should we hit her up for the...
Just to clarify, Joe, it was 2 masters there, or just 1?
Just 1 master, which is...
Okay, because we were looking for Drora.
Well, okay, so there's one that you're talking to, but there's like 20 masters scattered all over the place. Drora is there.
Okay, we just weren't talking to her.
Right, you were just talking just to Master Eddick.
Okay.
Drora is probably about like 30 feet behind. Not too far.
Okay.
And is currently talking to a couple other non-master ranks. You don't know what ranks they would be, but they look more kind of like Jedi Guardians based off their garbs. Maybe more combat Jedi. But after a couple of minutes, they kind of walk off as Drora is starting to just kind of mosey around, and she's just kind of giving checkups on different Jedi. You assume that maybe her profession currently right now here, outside of being a council member, is kind of doing sage training.
Okay.
But she is not currently busy where she would be interrupted.
Do you wish to still speak with her then, Quorum?
It's a big galaxy. I mean, who knows the next time we get paid for something otherwise. Couldn't hurt to at least just see.
Fair enough.
I'm just player-wise. We never really got anything for bringing her here, right? I can't remember.
No.
No, we didn't.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You were doing it for the goodness of your hearts.
That's some horse shit. The goodness ends at my bottom line. Anyway, all right, yeah, I just...
Yes, get fucked is not free.
Oh, I did it for exposure. Gotcha.
Okay. So since it sounds like Nidak is sounding better, we're going to pause back on you guys. We'll switch over to Margani and Nidak. And you guys can figure out how you want to go with that. So Margani, Nidak, you're back in the tavern. You still see the two citizens wearing different garbs still kind of making deals with people wearing Jedi garbs or soldier garbs, going around and offering them coin for material.
These 2 smuggler dudes chilling in the back.
Yeah, just chilling.
Well, at least they found a way to get paid here.
Hustlers will find a way to hustle no matter where they are, or
Hustlers
the
gotta
company they find themselves in. But you know, Margani, I have been waiting for a special moment like this.
Oh God, what are we doing?
I just told you I was married.
Calm yourself. You're not my type.
What?
I don't know,
You know
but
I
you're
don't want to
not
know what
it.
your type is. Okay, alright. Have you even, like, had a type?
Save it for. Back to the point. Let's play a game. A
Alright.
drinking game.
Oh God, here we go.
Excellent.
I'm good at these.
We'll see. He's gonna call over the barkeep. 2 bottles, 2 shot glasses, if you would.
Two bottles. All right.
Magani, did I stutter?
I don't think he's done.
Drops some bottles down. Puts in.
I'm not
couple
paying for him, though.
Clean glasses.
He pays.
That will be 5 credits.
He slides it over.
Okay.
He slides 6, actually.
Oh, mighty kind.
5 credits for bottles. Alright, shoot, this is a bargain hunt. We should come back here more often.
Let's see what it tastes like first. They made it in the bathtub in the bag. It might not be worth the 5.
Jedi
we go
holy water or
blind.
something.
We go blind from it.
There's randomly an
We'll
Ewok just
only see
squeezing
the
in the
force.
ale in the back.
It's not alcoholic.
Oh.
They actually have a Wookiee take a bath and then they wring him out, bottle it, let it sit a couple of days. Anywho, he grabs he's gonna grab one of the bottles and fill up the shot glasses. Now, the game. First, we have to do the pregame shot.
Okay.
Oh.
I cracked open my Ultra just for this. I don't know what's going on, but
Okay, so
How is
that's-
it, Joe? How
Okay.
is it?
As you taste it, even before you let it touch your lips, you immediately get a very acidic-y taste, and not in a good way. It almost has like that metallic texture to it. That
oh
is.
god, we're drinking battery acid.
Yeah, this is like the rail of rail.
Starship runoff.
This is like
Oh.
the excess hyperdrive fluid, you know, kind
Julie,
of.
hook the hose to the tub.
Honey, I can poker face a lot of things, and that is not one of them.
I would say it's not like the worst you've had. This is definitely one of those drinks that maybe the more you drink, the better it tastes. But it is not the greatest at first.
Actually, it's good for the game. He pours 2 more shots, but he doesn't pick them up.
I don't.
The game-
You need to tell me what this game is.
The game is truth or drink. Simple.
I need another drink for this. Keep going.
You've inspired me. Mark's gonna take another shot.
I lie.
All right.
He pours 2 more.
Who goes first?
I came up with the game, but ladies first.
Alrighty. Hell. I'm not a Jedi. Or I've never been a Jedi. Are you? No?
He picks up the shot and takes a drink.
Okay. Alrighty. That one was easy. I could have guessed.
I'm so glad I'm an open book to you. Speaking of which, do you know, or does Corum know the person who put the bounty on him?
I knew there was a damn reason you chose this game. You couldn't
And
even
you
get 5
felt-
questions in before you try to get some information?
Do I strike you as the subtle type? Because if
Strike
I
me as
have, I'm
smarter.
Smarter. What's if hypothetically at some point at some even alternate timeline I was part of this order in some fashion, they are full of words and bureaucratic red tape and steps upon steps on cut it. I just want to know. Or you can drink the lovely drink and we can go another round.
Alrighty, what was the question again?
Does Corum know the person who gave you the bounty? Does he know him person or them?
That's like a
person?
yes or no question. That's not a truth or drink question. This is a
Okay.
terrible game.
I'm not good at games. I'm trying. Okay. You worked for the Sith.
Do I drink if it's true? I don't drink if it's true.
You drink if you don't want to answer it truthfully.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Yeah, I've taken some jobs before.
Okay. Your turn.
Alrighty. You thought about killing Shotgun on the ship.
No. Beat severely, yes, maybe, but never kill. And that was long at first, only at first.
Didn't you throw like a barrel of oil or something at her and try to light it on fire?
I said that first. I didn't even know their name at that
I don't
point.
understand how that's maiming. That's attempted murder, hun.
Yeah, but I didn't even know. If you don't know their name, it doesn't count. That's like collateral damage. It's like, knocking
You
over
are lucky
crates or
that I
whatever.
am so low maintenance and easygoing because the other two would give you such a hard time over this game.
You say low maintenance, they would say lack of moral compass. Whatever.
Well, most people I've met in my life haven't had a moral compass, so there's no reason for me to have one. Your turn.
Okay, let's see. Well, you asked me about Shakin. Do you intend to fulfill Corum's bounty?
Now we're getting interesting. She takes a drink.
I knew this game. I knew it was rough, but I knew I could figure out the game. My friend taught me this game. One of my friends.
Alrighty. Then question for you. Why do you want to know?
Tactical advantage.
What does that mean?
Sorry, not your turn.
Alrighty. Usually people start these games with like, what's your favorite color? How many languages you speak? Not like, are you gonna kill a shipmate? But
Listen, we fought off a court member before we even knew each other's names. We're worried about what our favorite colors are now? Okay, mine's black. And what's yours?
She just like looks down at the very blue outfit that she always wears, various blue outfits.
Oblivious. Doesn't care.
It's red.
I guess blue, but whatever.
Alright, was that your question?
Shut up.
No, I asked another. That one was boring.
Would you sell us all out at once?
Drinking would make you nervous. I don't do well with nervous people. So it depends.
Nervous. He takes a shot.
I'm not dumb. I need allies. And I need people that are going to sit by when the time comes.
Just curious, what's both your passive perceptions? While this is going on.
14.
14.
13.
Coram just comes walking in from behind like, what's up, you guys? You talking shit?
You motherfuckers.
Keep my name out of your...
Out of your mouth.
Okay. Resume.
Okay.
I don't remember whose turn it is.
Oh, shit. We'll say the battery acid's hitting now.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh.
Both of you.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
That's okay, that's a 26.
You good?
That's cool. Okay, that's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe in IDEC you have had this kind of alcohol before, and you've learned to kind of grow an immunity to it.
I'm a low-class criminal, yeah. I've had the battery acid before.
Yeah.
I've had the Wookiee juice.
It doesn't take too long for you, Morgani, but maybe you, like, don't notice it right away, but maybe you're like, I need to stretch. Hang on a second. Like, as soon as you step up, you almost, like, fall, and you gotta, like, you know, kind of like those sea legs you get after you finally get up out of a stool if you drink too much. Like, you don't notice it till you stand up. At that moment, you start feeling terrible. This is not even, like, good kind of, like, drunk. This is, like, terrible pain, like, everything hurts kind of drunk.
I think I'm gonna switch to water. Or I'm gonna go throw up and be right back. Actually, I'm gonna go do that one. She just leaves.
Okay.
To go to the bathroom.
You can do it! Hold it! Hold!
She's a professional partier. She knows what she needs to do.
Nidak, as you're looking at her, give me a perception check. Morgani, you're drunk, so do it at disadvantage.
I'll laugh so hard if she gets it and I don't. Okay, 17.
With disadvantage, that's a 15.
Okay. Slightly, ever so quickly, you keep looking back at these smugglers. This time, it's something different. It doesn't occur to you right away. You keep moving along. You look, you're yelling at her to hold it, kind of like that. But this time, an actual, what looks like a Jedi, at least the rank of Knight, is talking to them and gives them what looks like blasting shells, and then actually gives them money, and then starts walking off.
Can I wave the bartender over and send over drinks to those two fine gentlemen?
Sure. Do you want this drink?
No. Something. How do I put this nicely? That's not going to make them want to rip their own intestines out.
Yeah.
You can do this?
I was curious how long you guys can take with that. Yeah, we got plenty. Immediately pulls off like this bottle that kind of looks kind of like really fine wine, kind of down, and kind of pulls it down. It's like glasses, bottle. What do you want me to send?
Send 2 glasses.
2 glasses. All right, that'll be 10 republics.
Be pissing.
Okay. He immediately takes a couple nice glasses, fills them up. And you're like, all right, be right back. What do you want me to tell them they're from you?
So why would I send drinks anonymously?
I don't know.
Your
Your little game thing is a little weird. I've been listening to it this whole time, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. So
listen. No one pays you to listen or give it feedback. Go.
You tell them.
Very well. And he starts making his way over there. As immediately, like as soon as he comes, the Duros he immediately like grabs his pistol, wondering what the tavern keep is doing. And he immediately drops on the drinks as they just kind of like look at him. They kind of smell him. He kind of like points back at you, and they look back, and he comes back walking to you. As they look and they smell him, they immediately put him down. As you see the Jedi look at you, confused. As he immediately puts down more credits for them and immediately leaves. The Chiss steps up, starts walking your way. Male, long, like black hair, braided but parted in the middle, with a little bit of like red that's like highlighted through like one strand. Starts walking up. Thank you for the fine drinks, Amelie. Takes like a big huge swig and just chugs it all down as a non-sipping drink. It just chugs the whole thing. The what's that? We don't get too many company around here. I'm Mirex. You are?
Nidek.
Nidek, it is a pleasure. Pleasure. What brings gentlemen of your stature around these parts? You're not a wielder, are you?
Oh, my friend, you come and you ask such personal questions. We've only met. That
What's
would
so
be
personal?
like me
We're on
asking.
Tython.
Oh, okay. So that's just, if you're doing that, then I could be able to say, why are Jedi coming back and forth and paying you on a planet full of them? That's not personal. We're friends now. We can ask anything.
Give me, just roll me a d20. This is going to be whether or not he continues to talk to you or find you suspicious.
Here we go.
That's a 10.
Okay. He looks at you. Well, if you would like to keep your secrets, appreciate the drink. As he finishes it up and he starts walking back over to his table.
Actually, before you go, rather than my business here, I would be more interested to see if possibly you have jobs or business that need doing. Maybe that Jedi would find distasteful.
I have jobs for people I know. You are secretive. Secrets come with the job, but I must know who I'm working with. If you continue to be quiet, I will continue to be suspicious. But again, thank you for the drink. And he starts walking off.
He follows him to the table. Actually, first he's going to wave over the barkeep, ask for a bottle from that he sent over to them, a bottle of it.
Okay.
And then he's going to take the bottle and make his way over to the table.
Okay. That will be... That'll be 30 credits. Republic.
Okay.
And he gives you the bottle. Do you need more glasses?
One more.
Okay.
2 more, just in case.
He gives you a tray to put the bottle on along with 2 glasses.
I'm not taking that long, am I?
I mean, this is happening pretty quickly. I'm assuming at this point you're finally just kind of like, ugh! At this point, kind of.
Hey, she's efficient. She goes, huh, and then she goes right back.
Oh, see, that's not me. When I get in, and I just, yeah, no, I'm not even.
Ralph and Rally, Ralph and Rally.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm about.
Very well.
Just like a spigot, on and off. Just
Very
This
well.
girl's been a part of
So-
has literally been a part of the nightlife since she was like
Fine.
12. So
Very well. So give me a Constitution check then, Margani. This is how well you can control your faculties after the event.
14.
14. Okay. You're still drunk, but you're able to at least control yourself, and you find yourself unnecessary. You do not need to be in the position you're in. As you start making your way back over to Nidak, at this point, as you go back into the tavern itself as a whole, Nidak is carrying a tray of.
It's gonna follow, like she'll see you and follow over and be like, "Oh, we've made friends."
before we get to the table, he's gonna like grab the crook of her arm and get her in close. You're always talking about we need to make credits. Let's see what they can do, and they might give me what I want.
Which is
Information.
right
Target.
for your friend thing, not friend. Yeah. All right. Is there like a seat open next to these guys on this like big booth thing that they've got set up?
There is an opening on there, but they currently took the chair away. They made it just enough space for just the two of them, and they're kind of like sitting at the
Is
far
there space
end.
in their booth, or is it like all
You would have to
chairs?
cross over them to get into it because it's a U-shaped booth, and they are sitting at the far ends, kind of like the Chiss himself. The Chiss himself is kind of sitting there, perfect posture, while the Duras actually has like his legs up on the table, and he's kind of like very good. You can definitely tell that he's looking while even he has his hat tipped down. And he's kind of watching the room as he's conversing with his other, whether it is Mirax or somebody else. But he never
So
gives direct eye attention to anybody.
So it's U-shaped, so they're sitting on the corners
Yep.
of the U, and the back is open?
Yep.
Cool. I'll saunter up to them and be like, "You gonna make a lady stand?"
As the Duras immediately grabs hold of his pistol. You can stand. You want to sit, you're going to have to make it worth your while. What do you want?
I can do a show.
Gentlemen,
And she climbs up on the table and walks across the table to then sit in the booth.
Give me a charisma check. I want to see if you can convince them to not shoot you in the process.
Oh, it's me. I'm the problem this time.
good campaign, guys.
Good campaign. So short-lived.
I was a table dancer until it took a blaster to the knee.
I use a lucky point on that one. Which was a lot better than what it would have been. That's a spooky 20.
As you move around, he immediately grabs the pistol as God, I keep forgetting the names again. Mirax really puts his hand down, and he's holding his pistol in his hand, and he's just kind of like Han Soloing it kind of from the table, where he's kind of getting it consistently pointed at you on the table, but he's just kind of waiting for you to give him a reason. But they don't stop you from going there. Well, you found your way at our table. What is it that you inquire? Just know that we are very expensive, and time is money.
Oh, Nadak, I thought you said these were our friends. One of them's, got something stiff under the table pointing at me.
You should be used to that reaction with those kind of theatrics. Mira.
I mean, I am, but not this type of stiff.
He lays the tray down with the bottle. I am sorry for being so secretive. You smelt the first drink I take over. We must be cautious in this dangerous galaxy. But you said you have business, and myself and my lovely associate are always looking to make credits. So, what do you need to know? And I am an open book. Let's make a deal. You're good at that. I saw it all throughout midnight. And believe me when I tell you, we're good at what we do.
The Duros looks at you. You want work. you want to make yourself available to us to make some credits.
And possibly get the information if esteemed gentlemen such as yourself, who seem so connected, can provide. But I know nothing comes for free, so here we are.
It does not come for free. And information itself.
Sound died on the stream.
Sound out on the stream?
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I was just checking in. I couldn't hear anything.